Hello, fifth graders. It's Mr. Rindo again. Sorry I'm not there at school with you guys, but I just wanted to make a quick video just to kind of show you what you guys will be working on today. Again, hope you guys are doing well. So what you guys see on the screen right now, this is kind of a cheat sheet, and I'm actually going to have this printed off for you so that you actually can have a physical copy to look at as you were practicing today. But this is the steps for the standard algorithm. So if you're going to do 58 times 73, this right here literally walks you through this step by step as to what needs to be done. It's a lot of steps. Ironically, this is the only way that I was shown to multiply when I was in fifth grade, when I was your age. And I think we now know that there's lots of other really good ways as well. But at the same time, the standard algorithm, once you do get used to the steps, it can be pretty quick, it can be pretty efficient, and it will work every single time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through one problem really quickly just to kind of remind you of the steps. And then after that, I'm going to have you guys go ahead and get working on some more practice using this method because it is something that sixth grade teachers will expect you to know. So for this one, we're going to multiply 138 times 49. Now, if this was real life, I would use an over strategy. I would do 138 times 50 using a half 100 strategy and then take away the extra group of 138. But we're practicing the standard algorithm, so let's go ahead and do that. So my first step on this problem is to start with the 9. And I'm going to show you right away, like what we make. I hope you see that we're going to multiply the 9 times 8, and then the 9 times 3, and then the 9 times 1. That's going to be the first 3 steps, and we might have to carry some numbers in that process. So really quickly, if I multiply 9 times 8, that's going to give me 72. So I'm going to carry a 7 and then leave a 2 behind right here. So far, so good. My next step will be to do 9 times 3, but then I also have to add the number that I carried, adding it. So 9 times 3 is 27, but then when I add 7, that's going to give me 34. So I'm going to carry a 3 up above the next place, and I'm going to leave my 4 behind. Finally, I get to go all the way out to the 1. So now it's 9 times 1, which is 9, but then I got to add that 3, which gives me 12. And since there's no other digits over here, I don't have to carry anymore. So I'm just going to go ahead and bring down the number 12 down here. All right, so we're done with that 9, okay? And we're done with that 9, which means we're also done with these little digits up on top. So I'm going to cross them out so that I don't accidentally use them again when I'm not supposed to. So next step, we got to remember this because if you don't do it, it's automatically wrong. When we come down to our next level, we got to put a 0 right in this spot right here. And again, reason being, this 4 that we're about to use isn't actually 4, it's 40. So putting that 0 right there more or less applies that times 10 concept. So now I think we know we're going to repeat the steps from before. We're going to use this 4, and we're going to do 4 times 8, and then 4 times 3, and then 4 times 1. So I'm going to go ahead and do the 4 times 8. 4 times 8 gives me 32. So I'm going to carry the 3 up above the next place, and then I'm going to come down here, and I'm going to leave a 2. I hope you guys can see I'm lining my numbers up carefully because when we add them at the end, that's going to help a lot. All right, now I'm going to go on to the 4 times 3. 4 times 3 is 12, and then I must add that 3 that's sitting up here. So 4 times 3 is 12, plus 3 gives me 15. So I'm going to carry the 1 up above the next place and leave a 5 behind. So we're getting close to the finish, friends. So now that I've done that, I'm going to multiply the 4 times 1. 4 times 1 is 4. Add that 1 up above. That gives me another 5 down here. So there it is. So I have my 2 numbers, and I think you guys saw yesterday that if we were doing the area model, 2 of the sections would add up to 1,242, and the other 2 sections would add up to 5,520. So I'm going to go ahead and draw my line, and I'm going to do some adding. Now, at a glance, I see that I'm not going to have to carry a thing on this one. So this is going to be 6,762. So I hope the steps are weird, but once you get used to them, it gets much, much easier. But that's how we use the standard algorithm, and I'd like you to continue to practice it today. And by the way, you have some classmates. There are classmates around you that might know how to do this really well already. Ask them for help. Like, you have good friends around you that can help you learn these steps. And so don't be hesitant to use each other to help get better at this method. All right, guys. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and I am excited to see you guys soon. Take care.